Dumaguete City News Update. In this video, you will know how to enter Dumaguete City and 10 frequently asked questions. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. 10 frequently asked questions about Dumaguete City. What is an LSI, RLR, APOR, ROF, OFW, and SSRV? LSI stands for Locally Stranded Individual. RLR stands for Returning Local Residents, who is currently located in another province of the Philippines. APOR are Authorized Person Outside Residents. They are on official business of the uniformed service and government employees or officials. ROF stands for Returning Overseas Filipino. They are residents outside of Dumaguete City who are currently on vacation, studying, or residing abroad. OFWs are Overseas Filipino Workers who are working outside the Philippines and are registered with the Overseas Workers Welfare Association. Lastly, SSRV stands for Special Resident Retirees Visa. The visa gives the holder the privilege to multiple entries to the Philippines and the right to permanently reside in the country. Is Dumaguete open to tourists? Yes. Under the Interagency Task Force Resolution Number 101, local tourists are now allowed to travel within the Philippines. You may submit your RT-PCR Test negative result via www.registerdumaguete.com. You will receive your acceptance certificate within 24 hours. Make sure that your local government unit or LGU of origin will allow travel before contacting Dumaguete City. Is quarantine required? No, quarantine is not required. However, it is still important to observe minimum health standards such as wearing of face mask and/or face shield, physical distancing of at least 1 meter, and hand hygiene. Are returning overseas Filipinos or overseas Filipino workers required to quarantine upon arrival in Dumaguete City? No. Returning overseas Filipinos or overseas Filipino workers are not required to quarantine upon arrival in Dumaguete City. How do I contact my town or city in Negros Oriental? You may find the list of LGU contact numbers in our video description. How can I book my flight to Dumaguete? Flights to Dumaguete City can be booked online via Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific, and AirAsia. Please take note of the travel requirements for domestic flights in the Philippines before booking your plane tickets. You may check our video description to see the travel requirements. How do I count the days of validity for my RT-PCR test result? You must start counting from the date the test result is released. Validity is 72 hours or 3 days. Can I submit RT-PCR saliva test negative result? Yes, you can submit an RT-PCR saliva test negative result. Only Philippine National Red Cross will be accepted. How can I get my acceptance certificate? Submit your RT-PCR test negative result via www.registerdumaguete.com from submission of RT-PCR test negative result. What documents do I need to travel out of Dumaguete City to other provinces? You may contact the LGU of destination regarding their requirements for entry of travelers. How to enter Dumaguete City? Step 1. Register and submit requirements via www.registerdumaguete.com. Step 2. All travelers must submit a copy of their RT-PCR swab test negative result. Must be from a DOH or Department of Health accredited test center. Must travel within 72 hours from the test release date. Step 3. Receive your acceptance certificate via email within 24 hours from submission of RT-PCR test negative result. Step 4. Travel to Dumaguete City via land, air, or sea. Step 5. Clinical and exposure assessment. At the port or terminal of entry, asymptomatics can enter Dumaguete with no quarantine. Symptomatics transfer to an isolation facility. And finally, Step 6. Observe minimum public health standards such as wearing of face mask and/or face shields, physical distancing of at least 1 meter, and hand hygiene such as washing of hands and sanitizing with alcohol. Please take note that this information is up to date as of March 14, 2021. Changes may occur without prior notice. Check out our other related videos here. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos.